My name is Nicole Lurleen Smith, and I don't have all the answers because there is a darkness rising, even mostly outside the multiverse. And the church said it was international, something unknown, such as a science would attack. And that's a scientific explanation. Very well done, robot. And that's when God's Earth was known as a fossil from dinosaurs, prehistoric history age. Other museums, that's a scientific explanation too. And when the medical field doesn't have a scientific explanation, I was naming it and calling it supernaturals when survival wasn't the option. The translation of syndrome was disease. It's considered hereditary in the genetics of DNA, a gene pool. Instead of the pool table or a pool room is poil. It's near German and theological language arts specialist, a biblical language arts specialist. It's after death, during the times of before Jesus Christ passed away and was crucified on the cross as a symbol and a shape of death. Death was also known as a hearing aid. If you're muted, they say Morse code and sign language was an explanation to communicate. In the medical field, theologically, that is my thesis too. My essay. But the translation of syndrome was disease. If there's not a bacteria infection and the symptoms are chronic, that's the translation.
Leukocytes. Hematuria, also known as livedoid-like dermatitis or embolia cutis medicamentosa, is a rare and severe complication of intramuscular, intra-articular or subcutaneous injections of certain drugs. It is an ischemic and tissue necrosis due to decreased arterial flow, embolic occlusion, accidental intra-artery prostaglandin synthesis block, pharmacologic C. Inflammation. Perivascular inflammation caused. Sympathetic nerve stimulation. The sympathetic.
If I spoke Chinese, they said 1996 Chinese didn't exist because it was a dying planet in the age of become stone and fossil. That is true. The translation is a Persian cat. The Siamese cat is a fossil. Buddhist is a fossil. But it sounds like it is a religion, and it was not. But the translation is a habit of hobby. Near close to the English dictionary. Now it's a encyclopedia. They said more to this than that. They said Chinese speak Spanish. I thought King Tut was Spanish. There's a multiverse. There's also known versions of the Bible of God's earth, God's plan. It sounds comfort, close to English. They say Nazi did not exist, but the German, Russian fossil did. Hanukkah near Hebrew. They say it's the third world country in the multiverse, the logo of America. They're still looking for answers while others look for a purpose. Sometimes Shakespeare's is a translation or multiverse of the Plains Romans. They say their tractors was the battle over the Gulf Syrup and daylight saving time.